Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Building a Nation with Team Canada. And today is the day. That's right, it is the final of the North American Gold Cup in 2021. It is Canada versus Mexico, the biggest game of the year so far. And it's brought me to an interesting conclusion, or at least I've made an interesting observation while looking at the schedule for this year. That's not the schedule. This is the schedule. And that observation is that 2021 is the year of Mexico. And what I mean by that is we get the opportunity to play Mexico 4 times this season. And that's pretty huge. In terms of, World Cup preparation, you can't get any better than playing Mexico 4 times. At least in terms of a North American team, there's no better preparation in the continent than playing Mexico. So we've already played them in March. Had that epic 1-1 draw, the first positive result we've managed to garner from playing against Mexico. So that's outstanding. And now we're going to play them for a second time today in the Gold Cup final. And if we can beat them in the final of a major championship, that's going to go a long way towards our goals and our aspirations. So that's huge. But then we also have to go through Mexico in the Nations League. We're in the same group as Mexico. So we're going to play them twice at the end of the year in September and October. So that's a lot of Mexico. That's a lot of opportunities for greatness and a lot of opportunities for setbacks. So, we've ginned up these matches before. Every time we go to play Mexico, you say, this is it, this is the time, this is our opportunity, yada, yada, yada. One of these times we got to have the breakthrough. Now, we almost had a breakthrough last time we played. 1-1 draw. Take a look at that to remind some people. We played our conservative 4-4-2 against Mexico. It was a formation we discovered with Vancouver, playing in the Champions League. So again, it all ties together. This whole series, it ties together. We use Vancouver as sort of the what's the word I'm looking for? There is a word that I need, but it's not coming to mind. But basically, we experiment with Vancouver to try to find things that will work. Players, tactics, coaches, whatever we can find, we try to find them for the national team. And this is one of those things we did find, was the 4-4-2. Lucas Cavallini got a penalty in the 88th minute to tie Mexico and give us that one lone positive result. It was a fairly even match. Mexico still had the better of it. More shots on target, more possession, all of that stuff. But it was, as far as games versus Mexico go, it was fairly even. So we're going to use that as our blueprint for today's matchup versus Mexico. So let's get to the match preview, I suppose. We know how we got here. Hopefully you've been watching this series. If not, I guess we can do a brief review. In the Gold Cup, we stumbled once in the group stage versus the USA B team. 2-1, sort of got humbled by the USA youngsters. And then we went on a glorious run, beating Costa Rica 5-1 to win the group, and then 4-1 over Cuba in the quarterfinals, 3-1 over Panama in the semifinals. We sort of stormed to the end to get to Mexico. And take a look at Mexico. Now, a lot of these names are very familiar. As we've played Mexico quite a few times. Hernandez in goal, Guzman, you look at all of their players, very, very good. Lozano, his value is dipping. His value has dropped to $77 million. Still very good. But, they've got a lot of very, very good players, and we're familiar with many of them. Let's take a look at their schedule, see how they got here. They cruised through the Gold Cup so far. French Guiana, no problem. Dominican Republic, definitely no problem. Cuba gave them a little bit of a problem in group stage, Group B, 0-0 draw. We beat Cuba, so, maybe there's some sort of correlation there. Who knows? Then they beat USA B team 3-0. That's sort of a bad look for us because they beat us. And so, yeah, we got issues there. But then last game versus Haiti, 3-2 is a bit of a difficult game with Haiti going up early. Haiti playing a 4-3-3, so they went after Mexico. They attacked Mexico early, got up, got those 2 early goals, but then Mexico was able to come back and win it through an own goal of all things in the 89th minute. So, yeah, we got a lot of things to think about, a lot of interesting things to worry about, but I don't know. I don't know how things are going to go. We're just going to have to play it out. Mexico is the betting favorite. They've got even odds, so it's not really bad, honestly, although we have pretty bad odds, 11-5 that we win. So, I mean, the smart money's on Mexico. They've won 4 of 5 with 1 draw. We have not beaten Mexico yet, but as we say, today is the day. So hopefully that can be true. Tata Martino, still there. We've had, a few words with Tata in the media. Our relationship with him is fairly poor, so we're definitely building up that rivalry. Said some naughty things about each other. Not terrible, but just, a few things here and there. But that is intrigue. That's everything that happens before the game. Now we got to focus on the game, so let's get to it. We are at the LA Memorial Coliseum. 93,000 tickets sold for this Gold Cup final. 86 degrees. So it's going to be a wonderful day, and let's go. Let's get to it. No more messing around. So here it is, the 4-4-2. We're going to play with the cautious mentality. Not sure I like it, but we're going to give it a try. Let's see what the cautious mentality says. This mentality is best employed for matches which you expect to lose the battle of possession but feel you can break with some regularity. It aims to keep men behind the ball when defending but provide quick support to attacking players when the ball is in the final third. It relies on getting the ball forward quickly enough to expose the space behind aggressive fullbacks and wingers. Players tending to stay deeper and maintain defensive shape if the break looks like nothing is coming. So that's basically what we want to do. We want to play defense, we want to counterattack when possible, but we don't want to just sit back in a tortoise shell and take the punishment that Mexico is going to dish out. We're going to, try to be somewhat effective, and we'll see what we can do. All right, so let's submit our team. Got a bit of a different lineup in there, but because of this shape, this formation, calls for a little bit of a different lineup. So they do have Hernandez in goal, apparently making his debut. Guzman also apparently making his debut. Arroyo, Saucedo, León, Gonzalez, Gutierrez, Herrera. Of course, Herrera is still there. 1 appearance, 1 goal, 1 assist. 7.3 rating. Corona, Lozano, and Jay Furch. Julio Furch, that's a new name. Not sure I'm familiar with him. 6'2", decent looking player, great off the ball and great heading. So he's sort of a target man type dude. He's listed as a pressing forward, but he can also play target man. So that's an interesting change for them up top. No Carlos Vela, so maybe a changing of the guard a bit here in Mexico, giving some younger players a chance. Meanwhile, for Canada, we of course have Borjan in goal, Cabra, Romeo, Henry apparently making his debut for the 3rd straight game, Nana taking back his fullback position on the right. We need that steady hand back there at fullback. Davies, Norman, and Arfield in the midfield, and Osario on the right-hand side. So pretty familiar midfield. And then up top, We've got Cavallini and David. You know, we brought those guys in at the end of the last game, and that really helped us. It really gave us a boost, a spark offensively, if you will. So what shall we say to the boys? We're the underdog here. That suits us to the ground. Let's go cause an upset. Okay, who's motivated? Henry. Good job. Good man. All right, opposition instructions. You know, they're going with that 4-3-3 wide that is so weird to play against. Jonathan Gonzalez at defensive midfielder. I don't know what that's all about. Hector Herrera. What's this foot mean? Most red cards. Interesting. Interesting. So we should try to like rile him up, I think. Corona. Lozano's the guy we really got to watch. And hopefully we can do that. All right. Yeah. Let's get to the tunnel talk. Daniil Henry set to make his 50th appearance. How much does he mean? He's truly fantastic. Absolutely. Let's go. Finally, we get to play in our reds. Mexico with the green and white. Slightly different uniform. White socks. They're not wearing their red socks. That's interesting. Why no red socks? Just so that we... I don't know. Are you not allowed to wear red socks if the other team's wearing red socks? Not sure how that goes. But anyway. Here we go. Davies. Early start. Davies scores on the free kick. That's what we need. 4 minutes in, we take the early lead. Just like what Cuba did to Mexico. Let's see if we can avoid their traps. Boom. Just a great free kick from right outside the penalty area. Outstanding. I mean, because we're already in our defensive shape. So, oh boy, there's a turnover. Gutierrez, this is what we don't need. He's lining things up. An interesting shot off the outside of his left foot. He took that shot instead of using his right foot. So he must be tremendously left-footed. Layun is an accomplished crosser of the ball. Okay, we'll close him down. So far, things are looking good. 14 minutes in. We got 54% of the possession of all things. Here we go. Nana with a free kick. Conservatively plays it to our field. Norman in the midfield. We're going to, keep things tight. Norman up to Davies. Davies breaking free a little bit between the defense. He is tackled. Mexico possibly going to start a counterattack. Nope. They're going to also play a bit conservative. Control the ball. That's fine. We don't want to get hit on the counterattack for Mexico. Saucedo really pondering things. Guzman taking things to the midfield. There's what we don't want. Furch on the run, the big guy. Blocked. He doesn't have that top-end speed that we need to fear. So that's fine. But Mexico retains possession. That's where we might fear Furch, is in that sort of crossing type situation. But it's good defense. Just to limit them to a corner kick. Here's Jesus. Headed out. Mexico's going to retain possession. This is where Mexico can get you. Is just winning balls. Controlling possession. Ooh, there's a bad foul. No yellow card, though. I think that was our field who just leveled him. But hey, whatever you got to do to stop the highlight, I suppose. Good job. Playing well. Lots of 6-8s, 6-7s. Mexico's looking a little tired. They didn't rotate any of their guys, apparently. Guzman, tired. Herrera, Gutierrez. Only 30 minutes down. Lozano's already at 68%. So we might be able to beat Mexico with our fitness. We'll see. 30 minutes down. There's a header by Osorio, but Gonzalez tracks it down. Mexico starting to take control here. Starting to get the highlights and the possession. Gonzalez, Herrera, Lozano switching fields. Great pass out wide to Guzman. He centers it, but Romero is there. Unfortunately, he headed the ball straight to our Lord and Savior, Jesus C. Good old CJ. JC. Anyway, he scores. Guzman has it out wide. A little bit trouble tracking him. Good header by Romeo, but it went straight to the wrong guy. Mexico evens it up before halftime. A little disappointing. I was hoping we could hold out until halftime, but they were starting to get too many chances. They've now got 53% possession, 9 shots. Another corner. Jesus, the miracle worker. Oh, what a stop. What a stop by Borjan. And then on the defense there, I think that was Nana on the post who saved that. Jesus sends it in again. This time Romeo heads it out into space, but Herrera's going to track it down. And Mexico's going to continue the pressure. Gutierrez. Out wide to Salcedo. There we go. End the highlight. Let's get out of half. 1-1. Here we go. Osorio with a free kick. He sends one. That was a bit of a knuckleball, but it goes over the net. A little bit of drop on that and could have been dangerous. 2 minutes of stoppage time coming up. Been a decent half. We got 48% of possession. Let's drop to 46 just as I speak. But hey, still halfway decent. Only 68% of our passes completed. That is not decent. That is not good at all. So there we go. Davies with the goal early. Corona. JC scores a little bit later in the half to even things up. All right, let's get to the dressing room. Pep talk. We're not doing badly. Continue to work hard and we'll win. We shall win. All right, any tactical changes that we need to make? Standard passing right now, low tempo. I don't really know what to do. I thought of maybe going to more direct passing, but I don't know. Maybe we could try focusing down the wings because their midfield is very strong. Let's try that. Let's try focusing down the wings a little bit and see if that helps us out at all. Start the second half. All right, 1-1. Lejeune going to dribble through. Arfield, good defense. Stops that initial rush. Highlight almost continued, but then it stopped, and that's fine. Early stoppage to that highlight is what we want because that highlight is usually meaningless. Here we go. Mexico, throw in, far side. Lozano. Gonzalez looking things over, near side to Guzman. Jesus with the shot. Wow. That just went through 2 defenders. I thought he was covered. I thought he was well covered. We had our 2 central defenders right there. They're both covering him, but he just sneaks it past, and Borjan doesn't even have time to react to that. Just such a quick shot. And now we're in trouble. Now we're down 2-1. You know what we want to do. We want to go more attacking. But that could probably lead to disaster. Jesus, Romeo to Herrera. Gutierrez, he's going to wind up. Good defensive play there. All right. All right. Tactics. We're talking tactics. And the only place to go from here is up, meaning formation number 2. That's another reason to play the 4-4-2 is that it's easily transformable into this right here. Nana's not playing well, so we're going to bring Tamori on and have him bring the instructions into the game. Henry's not playing well either, but he is motivated. So anyway, we'll confirm these and play. All right. No need to sit back. Got to score. It's time to score. Let's go. Osorio. Maybe we can catch him. Maybe we can They're not going to expect us to charge forward. Norman, out wide. Osorio fouled. Yes. Who's going to take the penalty? Is it Arfield? It is most certainly Arfield. 13 finishing, 12 penalty taking, 14 composure. I mean, he's our best guy. He's our veteran guy. Cavallini, he's right there with him. But we're going to let the old man take the penalty. Again, we mentioned this is probably his last tournament. We're going to let him go. We're going to let him do it. Here we go. Arfield. You can do it. The faith of a nation is behind you. Arfield, yeah, easy. Easy slots it in, and we get the tie. 57 minutes. Now, do we continue with what we're doing, or do we drop back again? I don't know. It's because honestly, the 4-4-2 wasn't looking that great. Mexico was taking too much of a control. So do we stay on the attack and put them on their heels? Here's Layun with a free kick. Borjan with the save. Cabra. We'll gauge it out. We'll give them a few minutes and see how many highlights are generated. What the statistics are saying. We're 43% possession. If the clock rolls, I think we're okay. Just as long as they don't dominate. Because, they are a little tired. Lucas Cavallini gets a yellow card. Here's another free kick. Layun sends it wide. Okay. So far, they're just getting free kick highlights. It's not exactly what we want, but it's not terrible. Osorio not playing too well on the right wing. Neither is David. Neither is Cavallini. Neither is anybody other than Arfield. I guess Romeo is playing okay. We got Tamori, but we got no. What is this? Alfonso Davies injured. This is terrible. All right. Now, good news is we got a lot of options at left wing. And I think, we can bring in the youngster, Wesley Timoteo. We could bring in the veteran, Daniel Lovitz. A bit more of a defensive presence out there. Depends on what we're going to do. What's his penalty taking? 7. Timoteo. What's his penalty taking? Penalty taking 12. Okay. So I think that makes our decision for us. We'll bring Timoteo in for Davies. And we could drop back. Drop backski to the 4-4-2. Yeah. Okay, we'll do that. We shall do it. See how that works. We're just changing things up on Mexico. Here we go. Romeo drops it back to Cabra. Back to Romeo. Okay, interesting. Playing around with it. Let's switch fields here, boys. We're getting boxed in. Okay, there we go. There we go. Reset. Start over. Borjan bombs it to midfield. Nobody there. Not a great play. Jesus on the run. Okay, Borjan with the stop. I didn't see who that was. Did Mexico substitute somebody in? They did. They've made 3 subs. While I wasn't watching, Rodriguez in. That means we need to pause and do our opposition instructions here. So Alfonso Rodriguez is in at fullback. We need to tightly mark him. Orbelin Pineda, 25-year-old from Cruz Azul. Not familiar with this fella. He's got 26 caps. I just don't particularly recall him. We will press him, I suppose. And then here's the real problem. Diego Lainez. Yeah, he's good. He's fast. He's playing at Liverpool, of all places. So, okay. We will tightly mark him. Okay. There we go. Let's play. Okay. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Here's Mexico again. Can we get the counterattack? All we need is a steal and a counterattack. Borjan with a save. That was a bit risky. That was a bit, you know, I don't know what it was, but I didn't like it. Here we go. Corner. Jesus sends one in. Headed out easily by Henry. David gets it. Timoteo cannot get the pass, and Mexico continues their attack. Good defense there. Come on, Arfield. Here we go. No, who did you send that to? Why didn't you send that to David? Why did you just chunk that downfield? There we go. Timoteo, nice steal. Cabra now. What are we going to do with it? Cabra looking. He's going to bomb it. This is what we need. David on the run. David, can he beat the defense? He does. Behind the defense. Can't beat Hernandez, but at least it shows that our counterattack does have some teeth. And we do win a corner out of it. This is our big opportunity. Arfield sends it short. Nobody there in the box at all. Timoteo gathers it in. Very strange corner play. Not excited by that corner piece at all. Okay. Romeo's a little tired. Henry not playing well, but motivated. Norman a little tired. 79 minutes. 80 minutes. Here we go. Cabra. Free kick. Sends it in. Norman's going to gather it in, and he does. Gets it back out wide to Cabra. He's got some space. Sends it back post. Nobody there except Timoteo. Timoteo! Oh! If he'd have got the winning goal, I would have been so pleased with the youngster. But no, he does win a corner out of it, though. 82 minutes. Arfield. Again, that wacky corner play. I'm not sure I like it, but Timoteo gets the ball again. He gets it back. He's got some open space. His shot's deflected, though. Mexico unable to start the counterattack. That's what we want to see. They've switched their attackers around. Here we go. 84 minutes. Tamori into David. Norman. Stormin Norman looking around for some support. He sends it out wide. Osorio can't quite get there. Having a little trouble with Mexico's pressure, I think. Linez down the sideline. Forward to Funch. Come on, Henry with a big foul. But no call. What's happening? What happened? Not sure what happened. I wasn't able to read the ticker tape down here, but something happened. All right, here we go. Here's Timoteo. His shot's deflected out to Cabra perfectly. Cabra tries to send one in. Arfield gathers it, looking for some support. Great back heel to Osorio. Osorio offside or something. I mean, he put the ball in the back of the net, but something was offside. Okay, we got Romeo is dying on the back line. Put Henry over. Bring Jaguar in. That's our third sub. David Norman also faint of heart. But we get one more sub if it goes to extra time. And then we can sub out Norman and bring in Russell Tebert. So that will be fine. That will be fine. 89 minutes. 6 minutes of added time. Holy cow. Rodriguez. There we go. Cavallini with a rare touch. They've really kept him out of the game plan. Arfield out wide. Osorio. Can he get it back to... Look at Cavallini. He's on the back post. There he is. What a save. What a save by Hernandez. I thought that was in. Great play, though. Great play. Timoteo taking the corner. Okay. That's fine. Let the youngster take it. Who needs Jonathan Osorio? Just let Timoteo, he's sizing up. He's really taking his time. Sends it in. Hernandez with the stop. I got to look at that corner play. Something wrong with it. So our guys are just wobbling around. Hernandez. 3 minutes to go in extra time. Cabra wins the header. Timoteo cannot get to the ball. Rodriguez sends one in. Henry sends it out. Straight back to Rodriguez, unfortunately. Again, this is that thing that Mexico does. They're just quicker to the ball. They win a lot of these sort of 50-50 balls. There's a terrible pass. Osorio. Can he get it forward to David? He does, but David's not in attacking position. He sends it forward to Cavallini, though. No good. We'd rather have those two reversed. We'd rather have Cavallini send it forward to Norman for obvious reasons. 2.5 minutes to go. Mexico out wide. Linez sends it in. Okay, Henry heads it out. Jaguar straight to Pineda with the shot just wide. Ooh, the tension is mounting. 3 minutes to go. Norman holding on to his last breath. Jesus to Leon, centering to Pineda. Come on, let's get the stop here. Jesus, great deflection. Here we go. Cavallini, can he get it forward to David? What? Okay. That was the end of extra time. Fine. Sure. Let's take a look at tactics. How are we looking? Let's see. T-Bert or Piet, I guess is the question here. Penalty taking 8. I mean, just, for future reference. Penalty taking 8. Composure 13. Composure 10. Do we want to bring... I mean, we do need a box-to-box midfielder. That's what Norman is playing right now. I don't know that we want to make our field that. I guess we'll bring in T-Bert, because that's his natural position. You cannot make any more substitutions. What is that? Don't we get a 4th sub in extra time? Pep talk. Very pleased with your performance. Keep it up. 2-2. Take a look at the stats here. 24 shots to 15, 13 to 7, 52% possession to 48. Looking good, looking interesting. Tactics. Now here's a question. Do we start the half out on attack? Try to get the winner. It's not a terrible idea. I mean, last time we did it, we got the goal that we needed. So maybe if we change it up on them again, try to hit them early, it could work. It's just crazy enough to work. And are we sure we still can't make that change? You cannot make any more substitutions. Okay. Start extra time. Come out on the attack. If we don't get an early goal, we drop back. Okay, that was an interesting play. Hernandez, you can mess it up. No, that would have been wonderful if he somehow just fouled that up beyond belief. So they've got Gutierrez in the midfield who's not feeling too good. And meanwhile, we got Norman who's better than him. Uh-oh. Jesus has picked up an injury. Rodriguez to Pineda. See what Mexico does with this pressure, such as it is. Gutierrez trying to play it slow. There's Jesus with the injury. Maybe we can, do something horrible to him. Good steal. Timoteo again. Can Cavallini get it forward to David? He does. David behind the defense. David shoots. Hernandez with the save. Whew. The pressure is enormous here in the Mexican side of things. Corner goes awry, but Norman, that was a little bit better looking corner play. Norman calmly drops it to Henry, but the highlight ends. I mean, Timoteo's come in and he's done some decent things, especially defensively. Been fairly happy with what he's provided us. David has missed some good opportunities on the attack. But he's been there. He's been in position, and that's all we can ask at this point. Here we go. Throw in. Cabra. Norman gets it stolen by Pineda. He's got a free run, but that's not a great shot. Borjan scoops it up easily. 2-2. 104 minutes down. 1 minute of extra time. Start of the second half. I'm going to try to make another sub again just because I don't believe in it. I don't believe that we can't make a sub. That's not how you make subs. I guess tactics Piet for Norman. You cannot make any more substitutions. Stop telling me that. All right, start extra time. 2-2. 105 minutes down. Are we going to penalties? Is that where we're at these days? Going to penalties? I don't know. Pineda out wide. Covered well there by Osorio, and he ends the highlight. Okay, we got one nervous boy in Timoteo, but he's playing well. They've got some apprehensive and nervous players going on. Even their goalkeeper's a little nervous. It's no good for them. How's our goalkeeper doing? He is motivated. Borjan wants to win this one. Jesus sends one in. Back post. Cabra heads it off the line. Yikes. Yikes. I mean, good man. Our shortest dude is hanging out on the post for some reason. But anyway, our field has been booked. Hernandez banging one downfield. Mexico, of course, wins the ball at midfield. Linez gets it forward. Rodriguez. Borjan with the stop. He has been the man in these extra sessions. Jesus again with the corner, surveying the field. Sends one high and wide. Oof, the ball goes over the net. That'll be a goal kick for Canada. Thank you, Mr. Announcer Man. Whew. All right. 46% of possessions, not bad. 67% of passes is not good. We do have 17 shots, 9 on target. So, this is an even match. Mexico's changed their formation. They've gone to a 4-4-2. Try to match us in some way, shape, or form. Maybe they're going a little bit more defensive. Here's throw in. Cabra to Cavallini on the baseline. He gets it to Timoteo. Timoteo wins a corner. Let's go. Let's get something. No highlight. No highlight from that corner play. Here's Mexico winning one at midfield, of course. Funch out wide to Leon. His cross is deflected. That's good. Osorio doing his job out there. Throw in. Far side for Mexico. 1 minute of stoppage time left in second extra time. There's a steal. And we're going to penalties just like that. Okay. So we got currently our field and Cavallini as our top two. I think we want... Let's see. I think we want Cavallini number 1. I want our field to finish it off in the 5th position. Yeah. Oh boy, we don't have a lot of choices here. Let's go by finishing. So Jonathan David at number 3. And then Jonathan Osorio. Eesh. Finishing, composure, penalties. It's either Osorio or Tamori. I mean, 5 penalty or 6 penalties, not so good. Borjan is actually one of our better penalty finishers, but we're not going to put him in there. Okay, so they're basically even. I got to go with Asario, though, in the 4th position. And then we'll make Tamori 6. And then Norman. Then Henry. Jaguar. Cabra. Borjan. Okay, that's an interesting lineup. I think we've got decent penalty takers up front. After that, who knows? Let's go. Penalties. Here we are, back again at the penalty station. Oh boy, Lucas Cavallini going to step up, left-footed for the first penalty, and he sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. Easily scores. Layun going to take the penalty try for Mexico. Oh, we can zoom in. I never noticed we could zoom in before. Layun, yeah, he does likewise. Sends Borjan the wrong way. Okay, Timoteo steps up to the plate. Goalkeeper, get in position there, buddy. Timoteo also going left-footed. And he sends it straight at the keeper, but in. Wow. Lazy save by the keeper. Keeps us in this one. Furch, the striker. The new man on the roster, at least as far as we're concerned. Let's see what he can do. He sends one past Borjan with authority. 2-2. Okay. David. Jonathan David. The striker currently. / winger. Number 10. Lines up. And he slots one easily. Far post. 3-2. Canada's up. Who's going to make the first mistake? Is it Gutierrez? Lines up. Short penalty again. Like, not a lot of big wind-up for these Mexican penalty takers. They like to line up right next to the ball. Asario. Take a bit of a run-up. First right-footed penalty taker. He smashes it in. There it is. 4-3. And now Pineda steps up to the plate. He's going to take a bit of a run-up. Also from the right hand, and he smashes it home as well. 4-4. Arfield, the man, the myth, the legend. He's got 2 penalty goals in this tournament. And he steps up and makes it a third. 5-4. It comes down to this. Can Borjan be the hero? Can he make the stop on Arroyo? Arroyo steps up to take the final penalty. Is the pressure on him? He's not the captain. He's not the best player on the team. Maybe he's a very good penalty taker. We don't know. He is stopped. He hesitated at point of impact, and Borjan wins it. For Team Canada, look at the confetti, the championship trophy. This is what it's all about. Canada wins the Gold Cup for the 2nd time in their history, and we beat Mexico for the 1st time in our history. Yes. Way to go, boys. It was a struggle. It was a fight. It was everything you wanted it to be. Outstanding game. Extra time, penalties, all of that, and we come out victorious. Borjan, 11 saved shots. He was definitely a hero of the game. I don't think he got man of the match, though. Who did get man of the match? I think it was a player on their team, actually, that got man of the match. But anyway, doesn't matter, because that was an outstanding win. People had written us off. No, congratulations. Let's be passionate. Congratulations. Enjoy these moments of glory. You deserve it. Let's be positive. That's right. Everybody's happy. Everybody gained confidence. Looking extremely delighted. Whew. What a game. What a way to finish the Gold Cup. Our first major championship World rankings, Canada have moved up 12 places to 45th. That's what we've been looking for. A little bit of respect, a little bit of forward momentum. Brazil holds on to their first place. Most improved nation was Mali, who went from 50th to 38th. Wow, what did Mali do? I mean, don't really care, but I'm curious. What did they do? They won the African nation third place playoff, I guess. Going to go into the third round group of the World Cup qualifying, so good for them. Good for Mali, but even better for Team Canada. Look at that. Canada lifts the Gold Cup on a hot summer's afternoon at the LA Memorial Coliseum. Canada lifted the Gold Cup to complete a fairy tale journey for this team. Wonder Kid Alphonso Davies got Canada off to a flying start with a free kick from the top corner. That was a very good way to start things off. Alphonso Davies pulled up while sprinting in the 67th minute with a torn hamstring. Oh no, that's terrible. But Timoteo did come on and have a pretty good game, but unfortunately Timoteo is no Alphonso Davies. We're going to miss him. Hopefully that injury isn't too bad. But anyway, Canada have won the North American Gold Cup. Pivotal match, 5-1 versus Costa Rica. That is for sure. Because if we hadn't won that match, we wouldn't be here. We would not have made it to this round at all. So, outstanding. That was the match that got us out of the group stage. So anyway, Junior lifted the Canadian Championship with Vancouver in 2020 and can now add success with Canada to a growing list of honors. Junior tops the Canada Hall of Fame. Zebu Jr. has at last confirmed his status as one of Canada's most accomplished head coaches by winning the Gold Cup. Canada boss, impressive success. This game now puts him firmly alongside an impressive list of greats. Let's check out the Hall of Fame. Look at that. We're number 1. Okay, that's weird. Greg Vanney, Aaron Winter, Chris Cummings, Nick DeSantis, John Limniadis. Oh, I should be able to pronounce that. There's old Preki. Seen him before. Toronto coach, Carl Robinson of Vancouver. Okay, Peter Vermees in there as well. Probably a lot of crossover between Canada and USA in terms of people in the Hall of Fame. But anyway, Zebu Jr. Look at these accomplishments. 2 Canadian championship wins. Guess that's all it takes. And, by the way, a Gold Cup win. Outstanding. Junior brings big success for Canadian fans. Yes, indeed. Get that. We stamp our name on the list of winners. Where now for the Gold Cup heroes? American Gold Cup. Once the celebrations have finished, must consider where to go from here. Juniors already looking ahead to the North American Nations League. It's true. As I mentioned, we got to play Mexico 2 more times in that competition. So they'll have their chance for revenge, or we'll have our chance to stamp our dominance onto the continent. One of the 2 things will happen. Canada stars in the Gold Cup. Boy, we win the cup and everybody is just going crazy with the emails. Biggest overachievers, Canada, being hailed as outstanding team for not only reaching the final, but also lifting the Gold Cup. Biggest underachievers, Honduras. I don't know, quarterfinals is fine for Honduras. I don't know. I mean, they did lose to Haiti. I guess that's a bit disappointing, but for Honduras to make it to the quarterfinals, I don't think there's any shame in that, particularly. Canadian Federation assessed the Gold Cup performance. Soccer Federation are delighted with the team. They wish to thank you for your hard work. Confidence the victory will be a fantastic boost for the entire nation. Okay. Canada won the Gold Cup on 2 occasions, and that's right. Take a look at the history and the past winners. It's been all Mexico and USA for the most part. Jamaica won it last year. But other than that, the USA has won it 6 times, and Mexico has won it 7 times. Now Canada is the only 2-time repeat champion other than USA or Mexico. So that's a big, big achievement. Get the records. Highest attendance is still that game from 1993. Lowest attendance, okay, Martinique and Panama. 59,000 is the lowest attendance. That's hilarious. Biggest win, Mexico. Highest scoring match, Honduras, Cuba. Here's one of ours. Most matches won in a row. Canada with 4, of course. Sure. El Salvador. Most matches lost in a row. Okay. Do they play 6 games in the first round? I guess they must. 3 teams, play them twice. 6 games, El Salvador lost them all, apparently. That's no good. Matches without losing, Mexico with 12. So they had a couple of draws in there. Most team goals, Canada with 19 team goals. Pretty good. Most overall goals by a player in a season, Jonathan David in 2019. So he had a great goal-scoring run in his sort of debut performance, I guess. Most goals in a match, Jonathan David with 2. That doesn't seem like a lot. Most assists in a season, Baloo with 3. Interesting. In 2019 again. Interesting. Interesting set of records. Youngest player, Alphonso Davies, 2017, played at 16 years of age. Yeah. All right. Is there anything else we really need to look at? I mean, we could look at the stats for that competition. World Cup, Nations League, Gold Cup. We'll see how these stats actually bear out. See if they're somewhat representative of what happened. So Borjan apparently only had 5 appearances. Don't know what that's all about. I guess they don't count the group stage, I suppose. But anyway, Cabra, 74% of his passes, no goals, no assists. Rocco Romeo, no goals, no assists, 70% of his passes. 7.2 rating, though, very good. Davies, injured. He also started all 5 games. So we had 6 guys start all 5 games. Alphonso Davies, 2 goals, 3 assists, 82% passing, 7.88, played very well. What's this injury all about? Out 2 to 4 months with a torn hamstring. Sorry about that, but we won the Gold Cup. Jonathan David, 5 appearances, 4 goals, 3 assists. He really blossomed when we put him at striker. I don't think that bodes well for Sean Hundle. Or, I don't know. Might have to keep him around as a second striker, but his days of being the number 1 striker, I think, are over. Arfield, 3 goals and an assist, 7.44 rating. Great tournament for him at 32 years old. Still holding up. His pace has already dropped to 11, though. So this might be just a wonderful swan song for him. And we'll send him out right, because we do have Mark Anthony Kaye coming up, and we need to get him on these teams more often. Anyway, Asario had a goal and an assist, 4 starts, 7.07 rating. Daniel Henry had a goal, 4 starts, 7.24 rating. Chapman again, 2 goals, 2 assists in 4 starts. Can't ask for much more from him. Lucas Cavallini had 2 goals. David Norman had that tremendous goal, that long shot that sort of put us up. Who was that against? That was against Cuba, I think. And he also had an assist, 3 starts. Timoteo had a goal, 1 start, 7.17 rating. Who played the worst? Adam Straith, 6.4 rating and 1 start. Yeah, we might have to look to replace him. Hundle did not play very well either. Only 1 start. That's 1 appearance. 6.5 rating. I don't know, not great. Hamilton did have 1 goal in 1 appearance, 8.3 rating. We should have played him more, I suppose. Should have played him maybe instead of Cavallini, but Cavallini played well. So, anyway. We've gone on long enough at the end. It's already a monster episode, I'm sure, because we went to extra time. So, we're going to end it there. Look forward to what we got coming up next, which will probably be some sort of MLS recap / catch-up to what's going on. So, until then, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.